You feel it, don't you? That gnawing emptiness. The silence that screams when you speak. You pour your heart out, your truths, your warnings. They fall on deaf ears, ignored, dismissed, invisible. A ghost in your own life. You see the world rushing past, a blur of faces. None of them see you, truly see you. They skim the surface, never diving deep, never understanding the currents that pull at your soul. You carry a weight, a burden, a knowledge they refuse to acknowledge. This isn't about being shy or introverted. This is about a profound disconnect, a chasm between your spirit and theirs. You've tried, oh how you've tried, to bridge that gap, to make them understand, to make them hear. But the echoes of your efforts mock you. Lost in the void, you've watched them stumble, blinded by their own desires, chasing illusions, ignoring the signs, the subtle shifts, the rumblings beneath the surface. You see the precipice, you feel the fall coming, yet your voice is a whisper, drowned out by the roar of their ignorance. This isolation, it carves its own scars, deep within. It breeds a loneliness that chills you to the bone. You are surrounded, yet utterly alone. A single candle flickering in an endless storm. You burn brightly, but the darkness threatens to extinguish you. They call you dramatic, paranoid, delusional. They patronize, they dismiss, they gaslight. They chip away at your certainty, at your sanity, until you begin to doubt yourself. Is it me? Am I wrong? Am I seeing things that aren't there but the truth? It burns. It persists. It refuses to be silenced. It resonates within you. A sacred knowing, a divine imprint. You are not crazy. You are awake, while they slumber. This awakening, it's a lonely road, a path few dare to tread. They prefer the comfort of conformity, the safety of the herd. They fear what they don't understand, and they don't understand you, not the real you, the one who sees beyond the veil, the one who feels the pulse of destiny. You've been chosen, not for comfort, not for ease, but for a purpose, a weighty one. You are a sentinel, a watchman on the walls. Your task is to see, to warn, to prepare, even when no one listens. The pain of being ignored, it's a crucible. It refines you. It strengthens your resolve. It strips away the superficial, leaving only the pure essence of your being, your unwavering spirit, your unyielding faith. You are a shepherd without a flock, a prophet without a people. Yet you continue. You speak into the wind. You sow seeds of truth, hoping, praying, that one day someone will hear, someone will understand, someone will awaken. This feeling of invisibility, it's a test, a trial by fire, to see if your spirit can endure, if your faith can withstand the onslaught of doubt and the chilling silence of indifference. You are the keeper of secrets, not of gossip or of malice, but of profound truths, of cosmic shifts, of divine plans, secrets that the sleeping world cannot comprehend, secrets that must be guarded wisely, carefully. The year 2026. It looms, a turning point, a threshold. The world stands on the precipice, and you see it, you feel it, the urgency, the impending change. You've felt the whispers of the divine, the nudges, the insights, the visions. They are not random. They are a calling, a mandate to prepare yourself. and to prepare those who will eventually listen. This journey is not for the faint of heart. It demands courage, resilience, and an unshakable belief in something greater than yourself. It demands that you trust your intuition, even when the world tells you otherwise. You are the anomaly, the outlier, the one who sees the matrix, the one who hears the symphony of creation, while others are lost in the noise, the pain of invisibility. It's the price of admission to a higher plane of understanding. It's the quiet suffering that precedes a profound revelation. You are being forged, tempered in the fires of solitude. You are not alone in your struggle, though it may feel that way. There are others, scattered, hidden, like you, waiting, watching, preparing. The universe is speaking to you in ways they cannot fathom, through dreams, through synchronicities, through that inner knowing, that undeniable pull. You are a beacon, a lighthouse in the fog. Even if your light seems to go unnoticed, it is still there, cutting through the darkness, guiding, protecting. The weight of your knowledge. It's heavy, but it's also a gift, a sacred responsibility. You are meant to carry it, to steward it, until the time is right. The world is changing, faster than they can imagine. The old paradigms are crumbling, new realities are emerging, and you are on the front lines, witnessing, sensing, knowing your silence. When you choose to be silent, it is not weakness, it is strategic, it is wisdom, it is preservation. You learn when to speak and when to hold your peace. This feeling of being overlooked, it's a mask. The universe uses it to protect you, to shield you from those who would try to exploit your gifts or extinguish your light. You are a vessel, being prepared for something extraordinary. The trials you face now, they are shaping you, equipping you for what is to come. The year 2026. It's not just a date, it's a destination, a convergence, a moment of truth for you and for humanity. You are the chosen one, not in the way the stories tell. No capes, no fanfare, just a soul, burning with purpose, carrying the weight of truth. In a world that prefers illusions, your invisibility, it's your strength, your solitude, your sanctuary, where you connect with the divine, where you receive the messages, where you prepare for your mission. The pain is real, the isolation is profound, but the promise of purpose, of destiny, it burns brighter than any darkness. You are seen by the one who matters most, and that is enough. For now, the world will scream, it will pull you, it will demand your attention, it will promise everything. But you must resist. You must embrace the quiet. This is not loneliness. This is sacred space. This is divine isolation. Think of the desert fathers, ascetics in the barren lands. They weren't cast out. They chose the emptiness. They found God there, in the stillness, in the profound absence of distraction. Their souls became mirrors, reflecting only the divine. You are being called to that same space, not by force, but by grace. The noise of the world is a thief. It steals your peace. It dulls your spirit. It distracts you from your true purpose. It leads you down paths that are not yours. Divine isolation is a shield. It protects you from the arrows of deception, from the whispers of doubt, from the clamor of the crowd. When you are set apart, your inner compass points true. It guides you with unwavering certainty. Imagine a pearl forming within an oyster. It's a painful process. A foreign irritant creates friction, but from that friction, beauty emerges. a treasure born of solitude. Your soul is that pearl. The world's chaos is the irritant. Your isolation is the shell, protecting the miracle within. This is not a time for outward displays, for seeking validation from fleeting opinions. The world thrives on comparison, on competition, on the desperate need to be seen. But true strength is found in the unseen, in the silent communion. The mountain peak is lonely, but the view is unparalleled. The eagle soars alone. Its vision is vast. Its freedom is absolute. You are called to your own peak, to your own sky. God doesn't punish with solitude. He purifies with it. He refines you like gold in a furnace. The dross burns away, leaving only the pure essence. Your faith becomes diamond hard, unbreakable, unyielding. You must learn to be your own sanctuary, a place of refuge within yourself, where the storms of the outside world cannot penetrate, where your spirit can breathe, where your connection to the divine can deepen. This separation is a blessing in disguise, a divine detour. It's a deliberate redirection, away from the predictable, towards the miraculous. It's a sacred pause, a moment of divine recalibration. The world will tell you that connection means being surrounded, that belonging means being part of the herd. But true belonging is to the divine, and that connection is forged in the quiet, in the heart's silent chamber. Do not fear the silence. Do not dread the emptiness. These are the fertile grounds, where your spirit will grow, where your understanding will expand, where your power will be revealed. The world will try to fill that space with distractions, with obligations, with the urgent demands of the mundane. But you must hold fast to the sacredness of your solitude, to the power of your inner world. This is where you hear the whisper, the subtle nudge of divine guidance. This is where you see the truth, unclouded by the world's illusions. This is where you become invincible, anchored in the eternal. Your isolation is not a void. It is a vessel, waiting to be filled with divine wisdom, with unwavering peace, with the strength to face whatever comes. It is your sacred armor, forged in the crucible of quiet. This is not a punishment. It is divine protection. God's chosen ones are often set apart. Think of Noah. He was isolated in his ark. The world outside was drowning in its wickedness. His separation was his salvation. Consider Abraham. He was called to leave his homeland, to journey into the unknown. His isolation was the birthplace of a nation, a covenant forged in solitude. Moses. He spent 40 years in the wilderness, alone with his flock, and alone with God. That isolation forged his leadership. It prepared him for the Exodus. Jesus. He retreated to the desert, 40 days and 40 nights, tempted, tested, transformed. His solitude birthed his ministry, his sacrifice. This is the pattern, the divine isolation. It's a sacred space, a crucible for the soul. The world clamors, it distracts, it pollutes, it pulls you away from the source, from the divine whisper. When you are set apart, you are shielded from the noise, from the deception, from the spiritual decay. It's like a gardener. He prunes the branches. He removes the dead wood. He isolates the healthy growth to allow it to flourish, to bear fruit. This isolation is not emptiness. It is fullness. It is a refilling, a recalibration, a return to your true north. You are being prepared for a purpose, a divine assignment. The world cannot comprehend it, so it cannot touch it. It cannot corrupt it. Your secrets, your divine secrets, They are your shield, your armor, your most potent weapon. They are not meant for the masses. They are not for the casual observer. They are for the builders, the dreamers, the ones who will usher in his kingdom. When you reveal too much too soon, you expose yourself to misunderstanding, to attack, to the draining of your spiritual energy. The enemy seeks to scatter, to divide, to conquer. Secrecy is your strength. It is your unity. Imagine a seed. It is buried in the dark. It is hidden from the sun. It is protected from the frost. Its potential is unseen, but it is potent. It gathers its strength in the quiet, in the stillness, before it breaks through the soil, before it unfurls its leaves. Your divine calling is like that seed. It needs to be protected, nurtured. In the sacred space of your isolation, those who are called to walk in the light of His glory, they must first walk through the shadow of His presence, where the world cannot follow. This is not loneliness. This is divine intimacy. This is the embrace of the Most High. He is drawing you closer to Himself, to His truth, to His power. The year 2026. It is a year of reckoning, a year of unveiling, a year of immense spiritual warfare. The enemy will unleash his full fury. He will use every tactic: deception, division, discouragement. But he cannot touch what he cannot find. He cannot destroy what is hidden in plain sight. Within the heart of God, your secrets are your sanctuary. Your divine isolation is your fortress. This is not a time for boasting. It is a time for building. It is a time for preparation. It is a time for deep communion. The world will see the results. They will see the fruit. They will see the transformation. But they will not know the process. They will not know the secret. And that is exactly how it should be. Your silence is your strength. Your isolation is your power. Your secrets are your divine inheritance. Guard them. Cherish them. Live them. Let the world rage. Let the nations tremble. You are safe. You are hidden. You are His. This is the divine isolation. It is your protection. It is your promise. It is your pathway to His ultimate victory. Embrace the quiet. Cherish the solitude. Your divine destiny awaits, but only for those who understand the power of being set apart. The world roars, a constant deafening din. It pulls at you, demands your attention. But there's a deeper truth, a whisper beneath the noise, God's truth. He calls you to His quiet place, to divine isolation. Don't mistake it for abandonment. It's a sanctuary, a fortress built of His love. Think of a pearl. It forms in the dark, inside the rough shell of an oyster. The world outside doesn't touch it. It's protected, nurtured, until it's perfect, radiant. You are that pearl. The world's chaos can't reach your soul. When you are set apart, in His stillness, the enemy prowls. He seeks to devour, to scatter, to break. He thrives in the open field, where souls are exposed, vulnerable. But in the sacred grove, where God's presence dwells, you are hidden, sheltered, undetected. This isolation isn't a cage. It's a chrysalis, a sacred space for transformation, where your spirit can shed its old skin and emerge reborn, stronger, pure. When you are alone with Him, the dross burns away, the impurities, the distractions, the lies you've believed. They fall like ash. You are stripped bare, honest, raw, ready to receive, ready to be remade. This is not punishment. This is purification, a holy refining, like gold in the fire. It doesn't break. It shines brighter. The world screams for validation, for applause, for recognition. It feeds on comparison, on envy, on the fleeting praise of mortals. But in divine isolation, your validation comes from the one who matters. Your worth is declared by the King of Kings, not by the fickle crowd. This is where true identity is forged, not in the mirror of the world, but in the unblinking gaze of the Creator. He shows you who you are, deep within, beyond the labels, beyond the roles, beyond the expectations. You are His beloved, His masterpiece, His warrior, His bride. The enemy wants you confused, divided, weak. He uses relationships, circumstances, to fracture your spirit, to make you doubt your path. But God's isolation, it's a unifier. It brings all the scattered pieces of your soul back into alignment, under His perfect will. It's a spiritual detox from the poisons of the world, from the anxieties, from the fears, from the incessant need to perform. He invites you to shed the masks, to lay down the burdens, to simply be in His presence. This solitude is your battlefield, where you learn to fight, not with fists, but with faith, with prayer, with unwavering trust. Every moment of quiet, every instance of being set apart. It's an equipping, a training for what lies ahead. The enemy will attack, he will rage, he will try to break in. But the walls of His protection, they are impenetrable. You are not alone. You are with Him, in the deepest, most sacred solitude. This is the power of divine isolation. It's not an ending. It's a powerful beginning, a preparation, a promise. Embrace the quiet. Cherish the separation. It is God's gift. It is your strength. It is your protection. In 2026 and beyond, the world clamors. It screams for your attention. It demands your allegiance. But a whisper cuts through the noise. A divine invitation. It calls you to a sacred space, a place of holy solitude. This is not abandonment. It is a shepherd's guiding hand, leading you to greener pastures, away from the wolf's hungry gaze. Divine isolation. It sounds like loneliness. It sounds like despair. But look closer. It is the potter's gentle pressure, shaping the clay, removing impurities, forging something strong, something pure. It is the eagle's nest, high above the storm, safe from the tempest's fury, where the young are nurtured, ready for flight. Your secrets, they are not burdens, they are treasures, guarded fiercely, hidden from grasping hands. The world seeks to exploit, to diminish, to steal your light. But in this sacred separation, your treasures are safe. They are protected. They are allowed to grow, unseen, unhindered. Think of the desert fathers. They fled the crowds. They sought the wilderness, not to escape life, but to find God. In the vast, silent expanse, they found an intimacy, a communion that the marketplace could never offer. Their isolation was their sanctuary, their emptiness, their fullness. Your soul, it is a garden. It needs quiet. It needs stillness to bloom, to bear fruit. The world's constant buzz, it tramples the delicate shoots. It chokes the tender roots. Divine isolation is the fence. It keeps out the tramplers. It allows the roots to deepen, to anchor firm. This separation is a refining fire. It burns away the dross, the superficial, the things that cling. that weigh you down. What remains is gold, pure, resplendent, uncompromising, your true self, polished, perfected, ready for its purpose. The world may misunderstand. It may judge. It may call you strange, aloof, but they do not see the unseen. They do not comprehend the sacred pact, the covenant made in the quiet places, the promises whispered between your spirit and the divine. This is not a time for performance, for display, for seeking validation from the fleeting opinions of men. This is a time for authenticity, for rooting yourself in the eternal, in the unchanging truth of your being. Your secrets, they are the seeds of your future, planted in fertile darkness, nurtured by faith, watered by prayer. They will sprout, they will grow, they will manifest. When the time is right, when they are fully formed, ready to be revealed, not to the crowd, but to those who are meant to witness, to those who are meant to share. Divine isolation is the chrysalis. It is the dark, silent chamber where transformation occurs, where wings are formed, where the impossible becomes possible. It is a place of potent gestation, a womb of divine possibility. Do not fear the stillness. Do not lament the perceived lack of company. Embrace it, cherish it. For in this sacred pause, in this intentional withdrawal, you are being prepared, you are being equipped for a season of unveiling, a season of powerful impact. The world's noise is a distraction, a siren song, luring you away from your true north. Divine isolation is the compass. It realigns you. It points you towards your destiny. It sharpens your focus. It clarifies your vision. Your secrets are your strength. They are the bedrock of your resilience, the armor that protects your sacred core. Guard them. Cherish them. Let them be the silent architects of your unshakable foundation. This is not a punishment. It is a gift, a profound act of love, to be set apart, to be shielded, to be allowed to mature in the secret, sacred spaces where God's presence is most keenly felt, where your own true voice can finally be heard. The world races, a frantic, dizzying spin, but you're being called to stillness, to a sacred pause. This isn't abandonment, it's divine isolation. Think of the cocoon, a fragile shell, darkness within. But what happens when that darkness is embraced? Transformation. A butterfly unfurls, wings painted with heaven's colors. Your isolation is that cocoon, a space for your spirit to mend, to grow, to prepare for what's coming. The enemy thrives in noise, in distraction, in the cacophony of the masses. He whispers lies in the marketplace. He shouts doubts in the crowded streets. But in your isolation, his voice fades. His power wanes. You are shielded, protected by the very silence that others fear. Consider the mountain peak, alone, breathtaking views. The air is thin, pure, accessible only to those who ascend. The valley is teeming with life, but it's also teeming with shadows, with dangers unseen. The peak is a sanctuary, a place of clarity, of divine perspective. Your isolation is your mountain, your vantage point. We are not meant to be tossed about by every wind of doctrine, every fleeting trend, every manufactured crisis. We are meant to be anchored, rooted in truth. And truth is often found in the quiet places, in the chambers of the heart, where God's voice is not a shout, but a whisper, a gentle, persistent knowing. This separation is not a punishment. It is a privilege, a sacred assignment. The world will try to pull you back, to shame you for your solitude. They will call you strange, unsocial, out of touch. Let them. They don't understand the sacred contract you've entered, the deep communion you're experiencing. Imagine a rare gem, unearthed from the earth. It's rough, unpolished, placed in a master jeweler's hands. He doesn't expose it to the elements. He doesn't let it be handled by the careless. He isolates it, works on it in private, with meticulous care. Each facet is revealed, each imperfection smoothed, until it blazes with an inner light. That is you. And your isolation is the jeweler's studio. The coming season will demand resilience. It will test the very foundations of faith. Those who are deeply rooted will stand. Those who are easily swayed will falter. Your isolation is the fertile ground where your roots deepen, where they anchor themselves in the bedrock of eternity. Don't mistake solitude for loneliness. Loneliness is an emptiness, an ache for connection that's never filled. Solitude is a fullness, a sacred space filled with the presence of the divine. It's a quiet confidence, a deep well from which you can draw strength. The world offers 1,000 false comforts, fleeting pleasures, empty promises. They are like mirages in the desert, appealing from a distance, but offering no true sustenance. Your isolation strips away these illusions. It forces you to confront what truly matters, to seek the living water, the bread of life. You are being refined, purified, like gold in the furnace. The heat is intense, uncomfortable, but it burns away the dross, the impurities, leaving behind a metal that's pure, strong, ready for its intended purpose. Your divine isolation is that furnace. It's not meant to destroy you. It's meant to reveal your true, unadulterated glory. When Noah built the ark, he wasn't invited to a party. He was set apart, alone with his task. The world outside continued its revelry, unaware of the deluge to come. His isolation was salvation. Your isolation is a preparation, a divine ark being built within your soul. The world screams for attention. It demands to be seen, to be heard, to be validated. But God calls you to a different kind of power, a quiet strength, the power of being unseen, of being unheard by the clamor, of being known deeply by the Creator. This is your sanctuary, your training ground, your holy space. Embrace it, cherish it, for in this divine isolation, you will find your true self, and you will be ready for whatever comes next, more ready than you can possibly imagine. This is not an ending. It is the most profound beginning. The clock is ticking. 2026 looms. A year of reckoning. A year of revelation. You feel it, don't you? That low hum beneath the surface of reality. A tremor before the earthquake. A whisper of destiny. This isn't just about predictions. This is about purpose. Your purpose. You were chosen, not by chance, but by design, for a sacred mission, a spiritual mission. It began in the shadows, in the crucible of your darkest nights, where doubt gnawed and fear whispered lies. You were forged in that fire, tempered by tribulation, every setback, every disappointment, every moment you felt broken. It was all part of the process. They were not failures, they were lessons, sculpting you, refining you, preparing you. The world outside is chaos, a deafening roar of distraction, but within you, a quiet power has been growing. a spiritual energy, unseen, unheard, but undeniable. This is the power you developed in the darkness, the resilience born from struggle, the wisdom etched by pain, the unwavering faith that bloomed in the absence of light. You learned to trust your intuition, that quiet voice that cuts through the noise, that inner compass that guides you when all else fails. You discovered a strength you never knew you possessed, a primal force, untamed, unyielding. This inner power is your shield, your weapon, your salvation. It's what separates you. It's what makes you ready for what is coming. In 2026, the veil between worlds will thin. The spiritual and the material will collide. The chosen few will be called to action, to serve as beacons, as guides, as guardians. Your mission is not to fight the darkness. It is to illuminate it, to bring your inner light to bear upon the shadows. This mission requires sacrifice. It demands courage. It calls for absolute conviction. You cannot afford to be distracted. You cannot afford to be deluded. You must protect your energy, guard your focus, keep your purpose pure. The world will try to pull you down, to siphon your strength, to dim your light. But you are stronger than they know. You have faced worse. You have overcome greater. Remember the nights you thought you wouldn't survive. You did. You emerged stronger. Remember the times you felt utterly alone. You found your inner strength. You became your own solace. That is the power you carry. It is a sacred trust. And there are three things, three vital secrets you must keep, not just for your own safety, but for the success of the mission. These secrets are the keys, the lockpicks, the silent weapons of your spiritual arsenal. They are not meant for the masses. They are not for public consumption. To reveal them would be to disarm yourself, to invite chaos, to endanger everything you have fought for. Think of it like this. Imagine a sacred ritual, certain words, certain gestures. They are not to be spoken aloud, not to be performed carelessly. They hold immense power, power that can be misused, power that must be respected. Your spiritual mission is a sacred trust, and these secrets are its most guarded tenets. The first secret is about your source, your wellspring of power. Where does it truly come from? Not from external validation, not from fleeting praise, but from a deep, unshakable connection. A connection you nurture in solitude. A connection that requires absolute discretion. The second secret lies in your discernment, your ability to see through illusions, to identify deception, to separate truth from noise. This is not a skill you can teach openly. It is an intuition honed through experience, a quiet knowing, a judgment call made in the silence of your soul. And the third secret, it is the most profound. It is the understanding of your own divine spark, the recognition of the extraordinary within the ordinary, the power that resides not in grand gestures, but in quiet persistence, in unwavering belief. This knowledge, this truth must remain within the sanctuary of your being. These are not mere pieces of information. They are living energies. They are protective wards. They are the silent guardians of your path. In 2026, the world will be hungry for answers. People will be desperate for guidance. They will seek out those who seem to possess an inner light. But you must be wise. You must be discerning. You must protect the sacred. Your spiritual mission demands it. Your inner power has prepared you for it. The darkness you endured was not a punishment. It was a forge, It was a school. It was a preparation. You learned to hear the whispers of your soul. You learned to trust the currents of the unseen. You learned to wield the power that resides within. Now, you must learn to protect it, to safeguard it, to use it with the utmost wisdom and integrity. The year 2026 is not an endpoint, it is a beginning. A powerful, transformative beginning. And you, forged in the fires of adversity, are ready to embrace it. Your spiritual mission awaits. Keep your secrets. Protect your power. Shine your light. The veil thins. The earth groans. A shift is coming. Not of this world. A spiritual mission awaits. It's been forging in the crucible of your struggles, in the quiet desperation, in the moments you felt utterly lost. That's where the power grew, in the darkness. When the world tried to break you, you found a strength you never knew existed, a resilience etched into your very soul. This isn't about luck, it's about destiny, a divine purpose unfolding. You were chosen for this time, for this purpose. The trials you faced were not punishments. They were preparations. Each scar, a testament. Each tear, a cleansing. You've been refined, tempered in the fires of adversity. Now you are ready. Ready to hear the whispers, the subtle nudges of the divine. The universe is speaking. Are you listening? The spiritual mission is not a choice. It's an awakening, a call to action. For those who have walked through the shadow and emerged with their spirit intact, you carry a light, a beacon in the encroaching night. This light was forged in the deepest despair. It was fueled by your refusal to surrender, even when hope seemed a distant memory. That inner power you discovered, it's not a gift, it's a weapon, sharpened by your endurance, ready to defend what is sacred, ready to protect the innocent, ready to usher in a new dawn. The year 2026, it's a marker, a turning point. The echoes of the past are fading. The future is being written. And you are one of the scribes. Your spiritual mission is to guard the secrets, the ones that matter most, the ones that will safeguard humanity. The first secret. It's a whisper from your own soul. A truth you've tried to bury. A talent suppressed. A gift denied. It's your unique frequency, your divine signature. The world will try to drown it out with noise, with distractions, with doubt. Keep it secret. Nurture it in the quiet places. Let it grow strong. This is the foundation of your power, your authentic self. The second secret, it's a connection, a thread woven through time, a lineage of light bearers. You are not alone. There are others, mobilizing. They are your spiritual family, your allies. The world will sow division, create discord, turn brother against brother. Keep this connection secret. Build it in trust, in shared purpose, in unwavering faith. This is your strength, your united front. The third secret, it's a vision, a glimpse of what can be. A world reborn, harmonious. It's the promise of a new earth. The world will show you only darkness. It will try to crush your hope. Keep this vision secret. Hold it close. Let it guide your actions. Let it fuel your fight. This is your hope, your guiding star. These three secrets, they are the keys to unlocking your full potential, to fulfilling your spiritual mission. They were developed in the darkness, tempered by your suffering, and now they are ready. Ready to be wielded for the greatest good. The year 2026 is not an end. It's a beginning for those who have prepared, for those who have embraced their inner power. The darkness has served its purpose. It has shown you your strength. It has revealed your mission. Now, step into the light, but carry the lessons of the shadow with you. They are your armor, your wisdom, your power. The spiritual mission is calling. With courage, with conviction, with the full force of your awakened spirit. The world needs your light, more than ever before. Keep the secrets. Embrace the power. Fulfill the mission. The time is now. The mission is etched deep, not on paper, not in stone. It's carved into your soul. A divine blueprint, a sacred trust. You felt it. A calling. A pull towards something greater. A destiny unfolding. This is your spiritual mission. Your purpose. Your reason for being. It's not for the faint of heart. It demands courage. It demands resilience. You will face trials. You will confront shadows. You will walk through fire. But within that darkness, you will find your power. It ignites. It burns. The struggles refine you. They forge you. They make you unbreakable. Each obstacle overcome a victory. Each tear shed a testament to your strength. You are not alone. A cosmic symphony plays. You are a vital note. The universe conspires for your success. It guides your steps. It shields your path. But the world is loud. It distracts. It tempts you away. It whispers lies. It feeds on doubt. It tries to dim your light. That is why you must protect your mission. Guard it fiercely. It is a secret garden, tended by your spirit, watered by your devotion. The outside noise cannot penetrate its walls. The storms cannot break its gates. This mission is your sacred pact with the divine, with yourself. You are a vessel, carrying a sacred flame, a beacon of hope. The darkness you endured was not punishment. It was preparation. It stripped away the superficial, the ego, the fear. It revealed the core of your being, pure, unadulterated, powerful. You learned to trust your intuition, that quiet voice within. It never lies. You learned to harness your inner power, a wellspring of energy, untapped. Until now, this power is your birthright, your divine inheritance. It's not about control. It's about alignment with the universal flow. It's about recognizing your role. In the grand design, you are a catalyst for change, a force for good. Your mission will unfold in stages, each one a lesson, each one a revelation. You will see the world with new eyes. The veil will lift. You will understand the interconnectedness of all things, the divine web. You will feel the pulse of creation in every breath, in every beat of your heart. The whispers of doubt will fade, replaced by unwavering conviction. The shadows will recede, illuminated by your inner light. This is the power of the awakened soul, the power of your spiritual mission. It is a journey of transformation, a metamorphosis from caterpillar to butterfly. Embrace the darkness. It is your crucible, your forge. Embrace the struggle. It is your teacher, your guide. Embrace your mission. It is your destiny, your legacy. The world needs your light, your unique gifts, your unwavering spirit. Do not let fear hold you back. Do not let doubt consume you. You are stronger than you know, braver than you believe. Your mission is divinely ordained. Your power is divinely fueled. Keep it secret. Keep it sacred. Keep it alive. The time is now. The world is waiting. Your mission awaits. Go forth and shine your light unapologetically. The universe is with you, always. The clock is ticking. 2026 approaches. A year of reckoning. A year of revelation. You feel it, don't you? That tremor beneath the surface. The shift in the air. It's more than just change. It's destiny calling. And God has a message, a final warning for those willing to listen. 3 secrets you must guard. 3 truths that will define your path. The first secret is your mission, your sacred purpose, the one whispered into your soul at birth. It's not found in earthly gain, not in fleeting fame. It's etched in the fabric of your being. This mission was forged in the crucible of your darkest hours. Remember the nights you thought you wouldn't survive. The valleys so deep, light seemed a forgotten dream. That was where your mission took root. That was where your power was born. In the silence of your suffering, in the echo of your tears, you discovered a strength you never knew existed, an inner fire that refused to be extinguished, a resilience that defied all odds. This is the power of the Spirit, unleashed, unbroken. You were not meant to be ordinary. You were designed for extraordinary. Your mission is the key, the blueprint for your soul's ascent. It's not a path for the faint of heart. It demands courage. It demands sacrifice. But the rewards, beyond measure, eternal. The world will try to distract you. It will offer glittering illusions, false promises. It will tell you to conform, to dim your light, to fit into its manufactured mold. But your mission is your rebellion, your sacred defiance. It's the compass that guides you through the storm, the anchor that holds you steady. Protect it, cherish it, let it burn bright. The second secret is your connection, the invisible thread that binds you to the divine. You are not alone in this journey, never have been. Through the trials, through the pain, there was a presence, a guiding hand. You felt it in moments of absolute surrender, in the quiet surrender of your ego, that profound sense of peace, that unshakable knowing. This is the voice of God, speaking directly to your spirit. It whispers wisdom. It offers solace. It fuels your courage. This connection is your lifeline, your source of infinite strength. The darkness tried to sever it. It whispered doubts. It sowed seeds of separation. But the truth is, you are eternally connected, an unbroken circuit of divine energy. Nurture this bond. Cultivate it with devotion. Seek moments of stillness, where the noise of the world fades away. Listen to the gentle hum of the universe, the silent symphony of creation. In that sacred space, your connection deepens. It strengthens. It becomes your shield. Your inner power is amplified. Your spiritual mission illuminated. The world will try to isolate you, to make you feel adrift. It thrives on division, on fear, on doubt. But your connection is your sanctuary, your fortress of faith. It reminds you of your truth, of your inherent worth. Hold on to this connection. It is your ultimate weapon against despair. The third secret is your inner power, the dormant giant within you waiting to awaken. You've tasted it, haven't you? In the moments of pure intention, when you willed something into existence, when your focus was unwavering, that surge of energy, that undeniable force. This is not magic. This is the raw potential of your spirit, unleashed by faith, forged in the fires of adversity. The darkness was not your enemy. It was your forge. It melted away the impurities, the fear, the limitations you placed upon yourself. It revealed the diamond within, hardened, brilliant, imperishable. Your inner power is the manifestation of your spiritual mission. It is the force that moves mountains, that heals wounds, that transforms realities. You are a co-creator, a divine instrument. The world will try to convince you otherwise. It will tell you you are weak, insignificant, helpless. But the truth is, you hold cosmic power. It's not about controlling others. It's about mastering yourself, mastering your thoughts, your emotions, your reactions. This is where true power lies, in the dominion over your inner landscape. Develop this power, sharpen it, wield it with wisdom. Let your spiritual mission be your guide. Let your divine connection be your strength, and your inner power will erupt. A supernova of light. 2026 is coming. Are you ready? These 3 secrets are your armor, your weapons, your salvation. Guard them with your life. Live them with your soul. The time for awakening is now. The hour of your destiny has arrived. The veil thins, the shift is upon us. Not a whisper, a roar. You feel it, don't you? The tremor in your spirit. The unease in the air, 2026. A year etched in the cosmic ledger. A year of reckoning. A year of revelation. But before the dawn, the deepest night. Before the ascent, the descent. This is not a drill. This is a sacred summons, a call to arms for your very soul. Many will falter. Many will be lost. But for those who hear this truth, a path unfolds. A path forged in the crucible of your own inner darkness. Your spiritual mission. It's not found in gilded temples, not in platitudes whispered by the comfortable. It's discovered in the shadows, in the places you've tried to bury. The pain, the fear, the shame. These are not your enemies. They are your alchemists. They are the raw materials of your power. When the world outside crumbles, when the foundations you trusted turn to dust, where do you turn? Always within. The darkness you've known, the suffering you've endured. It was not a punishment. It was a preparation, a sacred forging. Think of the deepest ocean trench, where light dares not tread, yet life in its most resilient form thrives, under immense pressure, in absolute blackness. That is where your true power was born, not gifted, not given, developed, earned, through every tear shed, through every sleepless night, through every moment you thought you couldn't go on. You were building an inner fortress, a sanctuary of pure, unyielding spirit. This is the power you must now wield, the power born of surviving the unsurvivable, the power that understands the abyss because it has lived there. This is not about conquering. It is about embodying the light that can only be seen when it shines against the deepest dark. Your spiritual mission demands this authenticity. It demands you embrace every facet of your being. The broken pieces are the most sacred. They refract the divine light in ways the whole never can. In 2026, the external world will amplify your inner landscape. What you have cultivated in silence, what you have hidden from the world, it will become your greatest asset. Your spiritual mission requires you to stop hiding, to stop apologizing for the strength you possess, the strength forged in the fire of your own trials. This is the power that can guide others, not with words of comfort alone, but with the unshakable knowing that comes from having walked through the valley of the shadow. You are not a victim. You are a victor, a warrior of the light, tempered in the fires of the night. Your mission is to remember this, to embody this, and to let this hard-won power radiate. The world needs it. It is starving for it. The inner power developed in the darkness. It is the most potent force you possess. The key to navigating what is coming. The key to unlocking the next phase of your existence. Your spiritual mission is not to escape the darkness. It is to become its master. To hold the light so steady, so bright, that even the deepest shadows recoil. This is the true awakening. This is your sacred duty. Embrace the power. Own your mission. The time is now, the year 2026. A crossroads, a turning point. You feel it, don't you? A tremor in the fabric of reality. A whisper of what's to come. This is not a time for the faint of heart. This is a time for the chosen. You stand at the precipice. A monumental shift is underway. The veil between worlds thins. Ancient energies stir. Your spiritual mission is no longer a distant dream. It is an immediate calling, a desperate plea. The darkness you've navigated, the trials you've endured, they were not random acts of fate. They were forge fires, shaping you, strengthening you, preparing you for this very hour. Each scar, a testament. Each tear, a baptism. You learn to see in the shadows, to hear the silence, to find your footing when the ground beneath you crumbled. This is where your true power was born, not in comfort, not in ease, but in the crucible of your deepest struggles. The world outside is a cacophony of distraction, a relentless barrage of noise designed to keep you asleep, to keep you compliant, to keep you from remembering who you truly are. But you are awake. You see through the illusion. Your spiritual mission demands your silence. Not a silence of fear, but a silence of power. A strategic withdrawal from the chaos. A deep dive into the wellspring of your soul. You must guard 3 things with your very life. They are the keys to unlocking your divine potential. The anchors that will keep you grounded as the storm rages. The first is your inner knowing.